Hometown Radio, 1580 KGAF presents the Community Service Report. Here is Dee Blanton.
Thanks very much, and hi again, everyone. Time for another community service program here on KGAF. And today is Muenster Memorial Hospital Day, and very happy to be joined by Brian Roland, the CEO of Muenster Memorial Hospital. Hi there, Brian. How are you?
Hey, Dee, doing very well. Glad to be here.
You bet. It's great to talk to you. Brian is on the road at some meetings today, but was good enough to call in for the show, and we appreciate it very much. Boy, I tell you, a very wild last couple of days, and I guess very unpredicted with the way the election came out. Let's talk a little bit about, Brian, how that is or could affect Muenster Memorial Hospital and healthcare in general, and what you're doing to get ready for it.
Well, there's a couple of things we want to look at. First of all, we have to continue, managing today as we prepare for tomorrow, and really focus on quality. But I think, the last 48 hours, we have really seen a projected change of what I think the game plan was going into the election day. And one of the things I think we really need to prepare for is if Trump does follow through with his repeal and replace of the Affordable Care Act, how does that truly affect us? Now, one of the things that we do have to look at is nothing is going to happen the day after he gets in office. I mean, he can start the process, but I still think we're probably looking at, 1 or 2 years down the road before we truly start seeing the effects. And the other thing we want to do is make sure people understand that there were some positive things under the Affordable Care Act to help people that we hope stays in that. So in our mind, or in my mind, we need to really focus on the short term and what's happening in Texas right now as we look forward to what could potentially happen with the Affordable Care Act as we move forward. One of the interesting things that came out of the election the other night was the state of Colorado tried to pass universal health care for their state, and it was actually knocked down 80%. 80% voted no for that. So it kind of shows you that maybe universal health care is not the way for us. So that's something that you actually have to look at as we go forward. So for me right now, and I am in Austin, I'm at some meetings. We are getting prepared for the legislative session, the 85th, that's going to be opening up in January, and really preparing for how it's going to affect rural health care going forward. So some of the things that we're working on right now is beginning in November, I went to Childress. I was part of a rural healthcare summit. We had 5 of the state reps who cover 59 counties there, and we kind of talked about some of the things that really affect rural healthcare. So they truly understand it from our point of view, not in a session or a setting where you've got 159 legislative people, but there were the 5 key players, and we had some really good conversations with them on some of the stuff that we needed to work on. A lot of stuff that's going on right now. I'm part of TORCH, which is the Texas Organization of Rural and Community Hospitals. That's the meetings I'm at right now, and as we prepare for this legislative session that's coming up, and how some of the stuff that's going on is going to affect our rural hospitals, and especially Muenster in general, because we are a critical access hospital, and there are different rules and policies that you follow versus a PPS hospital or the type of hospital that Gainesville is.
And
so, go ahead.
I guess to sum all of this up, the result of the election makes it a little bit harder to plan because you don't know what to plan for. If it had come out the other way, you kind of knew it was going to carry on the way it is for the most part, right?
Yeah, that's right, and that's what makes it really challenging, because with the repeal and replace scenario, we never really heard what the replace could entail. And so, hopefully Trump surrounds himself with intelligent healthcare people as he builds that new program, because, we really have no idea. I mean, and it really sets us up for, again, what is really going to happen. So as we continue to work on all this stuff, we work with the Texas Hospital Association, we work with all these other healthcare organizations that I'm a part of, and we just keep planning. We manage today as we plan for tomorrow, and that really keeps us going.
And, there may be some that don't understand the importance of being a part of these different organizations that you're a part of and attending all these meetings and sessions. But when you boil it all down, it would really be very difficult to run a small rural hospital or any hospital without this really collective gathering of minds to really kind of give you some direction and help each other out. Is that right?
That's true, and the data that we absorb when we go to these meetings, we can take back, and it helps us make the decisions that we need to make long term, and even in the short term with some of the stuff we've got going on. And I don't know how much time we have left, but we do have, National Rural Health Day coming up on November the 17th, where we focus on rural health. And we've got Thanksgiving coming up here, so I want to focus on, everybody taking time to be thankful for all the things that we do have, and making sure that you're with your family, the ones that you love, be with them. It's going to be an interesting 4 years, and we just kind of have to see how everything goes.
Yeah, it's like I heard somebody say yesterday, the same thing. It's going to be an interesting 4 years. I just hope I'm with you at the end of it. And I think we're all kind of feeling that way right now.
Well, it's going to make every day interesting, and that, healthcare already is, and this is just going to add to the excitement.
Well, it certainly should. Brian, we appreciate it very much. We'll let you get on to your meetings today, and thanks for taking time out to join us this morning, okay?
Thank you, Dee, and have a great day.
Thank you very much. There he goes. He is Brian Roland, CEO of Muenster Memorial Hospital. That'll wrap it up for our community service program today here on Hometown Radio 1580 KGAF.